Bold statement. I think if we beat Baltimore this week, I think we'll win the NFC. We'll end up winning the NFC North and making the playoffs. Hey there, welcome back to the Mini Pick'ems. Week 10 already. Crazy to think we're in double digits. Yeah, Joe and I did ask this last week. We both went 7 for 7 and are still tied at 79 and 56 overall. For you assholes coming after us in the Instagram and Facebook comments who think you can do better, start sharing your picks with us and let's see how good you guys actually do. This shit is harder than you realize. I'm kind of joking, but also kind of challenging some of you little fuckers.
No, yeah. Yes.
It's not easy. We were talking about this when I was over at your place. It's fun to do, but it's not easy to do.
Totally. It's super fun. But you think, I mean, going 7 and 7, it's like I could easily go 10 and whatever, 4 on a week. No, you can't.
No, you can't. And anybody that I was high, for those that listen to the podcast, I was high on the Carolina Panthers this year, beating their win total. I didn't think they were going to be a playoff team necessarily. Anybody that is not a Carolina Panthers fan that said the Panthers were going to beat the Packers, you show me one of them and I'll show you a liar.
Yeah.
That's just one of those games that just happens. Like you usually don't pick that. Anyway, we digress.
No.
So yeah, Joe and I, we're going to do our wheel here in a second to figure out who loses the week. So we got back on top, went 9 and 5. You got to give credit
like
when
a
credit's
dog
due.
in
And
the street.
that Chicago pull, I don't know how the fuck that happened, but it happened. Actually, I do know how it happened. Cincinnati's defense is awful. It is so bad. And they just got rid of a linebacker and cornerback. So like now they're just like getting ready to play for next year with Joe Burrow, I think. So yeah, let's just finish that. So Joe went 9 and 5, putting him 84 and 51. And like I said, Joe and I are both at 79. 56. So let's just rip this shit off like a band-aid and figure out who lost the week.
The wheel. Where we at? Ooh, there it is.
The putrid wheel.
Exciting.
Here goes nothing.
Winning.
I think the last time we did this, we did a couple more.
Hey, stay.
Keep going.
Oh
God, no!
I don't
No!
That landed on
That was not on my name.
That landed on
That was
mine.
awesome. Oh man, I'm so hard right now.
That is
You gotta zoom in.
That
What?
could not have been closer.
Roll it. Zoom in.
I legitimately thought we were getting ready to see a spin again message.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
I'm calling the league offices.
Wow.
Oh,
Lord, baby Jesus.
That's electric.
that's like, oh man.
Jack stays middle ground. He stays the middleman.
For what? We've done this. Well, we have 9 in the books, and I've won 1. So I've won 1 and been in the middle 8 weeks, and have lost 0 times. So got that going
It's
for
just
me.
been
Which is
Joe
nice.
and I back and forth, first and last,
Golly.
first and last. I thought that was
But you
like
guys
staying
really
on
do.
Jack. I really did.
It did. The line
I-
is bullshit.
honestly,
We need a
I would-
measurement.
Honestly, I
It should just
kept
be
telling
up to
myself,
me
I'm
from
like,
there.
honestly, I was getting ready for it to say me, but I was like, no, keep going. No,
too.
that's. Well, you guys know
It
the deal.
just-
For those that haven't been here for a while, being the one with the sports podcast, anytime I don't win, this is so 8th time already. Glorious little shot of hot sauce. Couple of listeners that were over at Joe's this weekend. You guys already know about this, so bombs away.
Ha ha.
For those that are wondering, it doesn't get easier. It doesn't. Good God.
Next time,
All right.
do like spinach water or something.
Oh,
Something
spinach
like
water?
you boil down spinach and then you make that water and you take a shot of it.
Are you trying to make me throw up on my laptop?
Yes, I am.
Well, if the hot sauce didn't make it.
Honestly, if either of you have any other suggestions, I am open to it. If any other listeners are open to any suggestions, I'm open to it as well.
Motor
You
oil.
should eat glass. Eat glass next time.
You want me to kill myself? I got a 3rd kid on the way.
No. Just eat glass. The Grinch does it.
Yeah, that's right. I do
That's
look
true.
close to that guy. Fuck you. Respectfully, honestly. Actually, though. Okay. God, so hot. Hate this shit. God damn. All right.
Gotta win.
Week fucking
Yeah,
10.
you gotta
Yeah.
win. just that easy.
You know what? Sick of your shit.
Both of us are. I think everybody that listens to this is sick of your shit too.
The fact that you got a
No, they
5-game,
love it.
it just
They
We got
respect
it
good
down to
picks.
we got it down to a 2-game lead last week.
yeah. What were we? Ugh. Anyway, looks like I'm going first, huh?
All right. Yeah, so let's just jump right into it. Excuse me. Shall we? Let's see. I can't believe we're into the double-digit weeks. It seems unreal. But week 10 is getting kicked off by Thursday Night Football. We got the Las Vegas Raiders heading to the Mile High City to take on the Denver Broncos.
Bo Nix is kind of streaky, but the Raiders are bad. Give me the Broncos.
Excuse me. Yeah, Bo Nix, I kind of agree with that. He's had games where he's looked really good this year. Games where he's looked not quite like as, but not good. Coming off of a clutch win last week over Houston, I think they keep it rolling, and I think they benefit from playing a lot worse of a team in the Las Vegas Raiders. So give me the Denver Broncos.
Them Raiders are a different team when Brock Bowers plays. They almost beat my boys in the Jags. Duval. That being said, I'm not.
Are you actually doing
The
this
Broncos.
with Chicago?
Give me the Broncos. Come on.
I should before he said that I should have said you won't do it, and you would have had to. That's like one of the rules, right?
I was actually very tempted to, but Geno Smith sucks.
Also, I know
Three
you almost forgot a couple weeks ago, Joe. Remember, Mortal Lock has to be put in before I go or before I start my thing. So
Yep.
that'll remind you only one game instead of like halfway through the slate.
Yeah.
This week, we are graced with another game abroad. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the home Indianapolis Colts at 8:30 in Germany, Latvia, Germany. I think that was pretty spot on. That was pretty good. Anybody else
Germany,
want to play?
mate.
That was still
Was
Jamaican,
German?
I think, or Australia.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that was.
This is actually I have a hot take. This is going to be a terrible game. Like a terrible game. And I don't know why, but it's just going to be bad. That's my analysis.
I love it.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
That was perfect. It really was. I got to go Colts though. You know, last week was a fluke, so I'm going to go Colts.
Yeah, I think your last couple words there pretty much summed up Indianapolis's game last week. I thought going into the game, Indianapolis is a better team than Pittsburgh is. Every good team has an occasional bad game. I don't think that changes how good of a quarterback Danny Dollars is, and Jonathan Taylor is still probably the best running back in the league right now. So give me the Indianapolis Colts over the Atlanta Falcons is what I was saying.
Well, you know, if you say it, you have to keep it. So that was close.
Didn't get the entire
I mean,
thing
you know,
out. So
the Falcons have been good after losses. Been really good after losses this year.
Quit
you won't do
tickling
it.
us.
You won't do it.
I mean, Drake London, 3 touchdowns. That defense
did
is
have a-
different. Better than the Steelers defense who made Daniel Jones fucking throw the ball all over. That being said, the Colts got a game changer in this trade deadline. Give me the Colts. This is our team.
Yeah, I mean, I already have my Danny Dimes jersey on the way. I will say this fun fact about
You
the Colts.
actually?
Actually, this
You actually?
no,
Damn it, I was
no, but I was a huge Colts fan growing up. And I had a PS2 controller that was like had a Colts skin on it. So
That's dope. That's actually sweet. Well, I mean, it was easy. I was gonna say it was easier to be a Colts fan back in the day because Peyton Manning was on the team. For a
Peyton
while there, it was
Manning.
kind of like who's playing here. All right, and then kicking off the Sunday noon slate, we got the Giants at Chicago.
man, if only the Giants were good, I would choose them. If they didn't get the shaft every game, they give themselves they just can't get out of their own way in a lot of areas, but also like the injury bug has really bitten them. The Bears, I don't know, like you can't call last week a good win because it was luckier than hell. But
Well, and both teams gave up over 40 points.
I know, and I got to go the Bears. I hate it, and they're going to be 6-3, which is insanity. But it's
You know, I think last week's game between Cincinnati and the Bears was indicative of just how bad both of those defenses are. And unfortunately, or I shouldn't say unfortunately, fortunately, we ended up seeing just how bad that Cincinnati defense is. And yeah, my gut wants to take the Giants because I really do like Jackson Dart, and I think at some point, I think it's going to be a long shot for them to make the playoffs, but I think he rights the ship winning a couple games down the stretch here It's in Chicago, and I think Caleb Williams and that Chicago team is riding high over that win. I don't think they're capable of being a 6-3 team. I just don't see them losing to this Giants team. So give me Chicago.
You know, I would pick the Giants if they weren't just fucked with injuries. Just everywhere. You know, those Bears won me last week. Give me the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
All right, Buffalo at Miami.
You guys ever heard of the Mortal Lock?
I knew it was
Love
coming.
it.
You ever heard of it? Because this is it, boys.
Is that
Give
a
me them
band?
Bills.
Is that a boy band?
The Mortal Lock? Yes. It's a
Um,
good name. Why? I mean, we could have been famous with that. We weren't, but we could have
we
been.
should have been. We should have been.
Yeah.
We still never
Could be.
uploaded all those videos to YouTube of us jamming out to like 5 Seconds of Summer and
Ugh.
One Direction in the
One
car.
Direction. Oh,
Yeah, I don't think, like you said, I don't think much needs to be said about this game. Yeah, I know a lot of people say, yeah, well, it's in Miami. They have a shot. They don't. I think Buffalo steamrolls them. Give me Buffalo.
I doubted my boy Joshy last week and picked the Chiefs, who are still ass
I know.
because the Bills are better. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
you
Bills
know
by
who's
Minnesota.
ass? Chiefs up the line.
Okay. Baltimore at Minnesota.
Like a dog in the street.
You said it
Ow.
right there, Jack.
What'd you
said
say?
Baltimore. I said you said it right there. You said Baltimore at Minnesota.
Uh-huh.
That is going to be the difference in this game. A purple team will be winning this game, and it will be your dogs in the street, Minnesota Vikings.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
I like it. This was one of those two games before we got on that I said I didn't have a pick for, and I was going to pick it when it came. I said it to somebody at work going into the Lions game that if there's one thing you know about the Vikings year in and year out is that they lose to a team they got no business losing to. Look at the Falcon games this year. And then on the other side of the spectrum, they always beat a team that they have no business beating.
Last week.
And look at this game and look at Lions game. I told them, and I told my coworker, I said, I don't know which one, but one of these next two games we will get the win. We ended up winning in Detroit. Big game for us. Baltimore's got Lamar back, but I think if we are able to play the game of football that we played against Detroit in Detroit, there's no reason to believe we can't do it again. I'm gonna ride with the Vikings too.
I know I got the hat on and everything. Every part of me wants to pick the Vikings for this game. But that's a bad man at QB on that other team. That is one of the biggest game changers in the league. I don't give a fuck if their defense is healthy or not. He's an MVP player. Give me the Ravens.
Well, that's
Joe didn't like that pick. I'm kind of glad Jack went Vikings there, to be honest.
You are glad?
Yeah, because now it's a separator game again.
God. All right. Cleveland. This is gonna be a really shitty game. I can't believe it's actually gonna be national televised. Cleveland at the New York Jets.
Gotta find a coin.
No, there is no coins available because the Jets traded all their coins.
That's true.
For future coins. And that's all that needs to be said. Browns, which is just gross to say, but the Browns are going to win this game.
Might be grosser to say the Jets, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I can't believe I ever thought that I would say the Cleveland Browns are going to go into New York and come out with the win. But despite how bad that Jets defense and Jets team was, they still got rid of probably two of their top 5-6 players on their roster in Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams this last 24 hours. What?
I said no doubt top 5 or 6. It's their top 3.
But yeah, Cleveland. It feels yucky to say either of these teams get a win this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends in like a 12-12 tie at the end of overtime or something.
Yeah, can we predict a tie?
You could,
You can
but
predict a tie and get 2 points.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean,
We should have talked about this before we came on, but I would be cool with doing. You can predict a tie, but if you're going to predict a tie, you get an extra credit pick, so 2 points for it. But if it's a win or a loss, you get no points, or you get like -1 or something.
That being said, I'm picking the Browns. I'd rather sleep on a bed of Legos than watch this fucking game, but give me the Browns.
Ooh, I'll take you on that. I'll actually take you up on that. I will buy you a bed of Legos
That sounds
while I watch this game.
Give me a nice little blanket and I'll enjoy my acupuncture while I sleep. All right, and this next game, is probably one of the few games other than the Vikings that might be game of the week that I'm actually really looking forward to. New England at Tampa Bay, two teams that are playing really good football right now.
I wish I wasn't picking first. These are two really good teams.
They are.
I know who Joey's going to pick because he's a Baker fanatic, but I was a big believer in Drake May at the beginning of the year because I listened to Bill Simmons' podcast. But now I'm a big believer in Drake May because I watched him play football a lot, and he's fucking good. So I'm going to go Patriots. How this is a noon game on?
Should be prime time.
Honestly, it should be. They should flip this or they should, because I actually think Pittsburgh and the Chargers for Sunday Night Football is decent, but they should flip this New England Tampa Bay game with the 3:05 game of Arizona at Seattle. Everybody knows who's winning that game, so give us that. But God damn it, Joe, I like New England too. I got New England in this game. I think if I had a vote, I would say top four in any order: Jonathan Taylor, Danny Dimes, Drake May, Sam Darnold, and Baker Mayfield in MVP conversation right now. Both of these quarterbacks are just playing really good right now.
I had no idea what the ranking was for so long. I was so confused.
You're like, what is he ranking? Best athletes?
If I was doing best athletes, I would have included myself. You guys, come on. There's something about, I think after New England and Drake May was able to beat Josh Allen in Buffalo, that kind of turned me more into a Drake May believer. And I think they're gonna make another statement win here and keep the thing rolling. So give me New England.
Don't get me wrong, Drake May is balling out. But you know who they got at center? Our old friend Garrett Bradbury. You know who's on that D line in the Buccaneers? Vita fucking Vea. He is going to eat him alive. Vita Vea. And Bucky Irvin's coming back. He's going to save my fantasy season and this win. This is a separator week. Give me Bake Show and the Buccaneers.
I can't wait for Baltimore and the Buccaneers to both lose this week. It's going to be so glorious, Joe. It's going to be so glorious.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna clip that when they both win.
Hey,
when they both win, Joe, you can win that.
If they both win, you have my blessing. You can clip it. I expect you to clip it. New Orleans at Carolina.
You know, if they didn't just trade Rashid Shaheed, and if they didn't have a bad quarterback, and if they didn't have a bad defense, and if Alvin Kamara was younger, and if it was 2009, I might choose the fucking Saints.
If they had Drew Brees.
Yeah, but I'm not going to choose the Saints because the Panthers will win this game.
Yeah, I'm digging the Panthers too. I'm taking a look at their last 5 games. Not even you guys, but I don't think people realize their last 5 games, they've won 4 of them. Their one loss was a bad loss to the Bills because the Bills are a very good team, but they beat the Packers in Lambeau. Like, say what you want. They probably weren't the better team, but they played better in that game. Carolina, man, I think they're on the right track, and I could see them winning the next 2 weeks. They got the Saints, and then they get to go to Atlanta, who I don't think Atlanta is very good. They're playing good football right now, and they're figuring out I shouldn't say that. They're playing good enough football to win games, and they're figuring out how to win games, and I think something like that is important for a young quarterback like Bryce Young. So give me Carolina.
Short and simple. Saints are ass. Give me the Cats.
Roll Cats. And then the last noon game of the day, we got Jacksonville at Houston.
Good game. Joey's a big Jags guy. My analysis tonight has been really bad, but I'm going to pick the Texans because they showed a little something last week. What happened?
You realize who's necking at quarterback?
Yeah, it's Davis Mills III, my guy.
Just making sure. Do with that what you will.
I'm going the Texans. There's just no explanation for other than the fact that I just need to gain some ground on Joey. So
it's not a wash.
Hey,
it's not easy.
I'll admit, I admire your cojones in that pick. With that thing, I think you are a moron. But Jacksonville got Jacoby Myers. Trevor Lawrence is playing pretty good football. I think a lot of people don't realize how many wide receivers he's without. Jacksonville, Duval, as Joey would say.
That's a win for me.
You mushed me again.
No,
I'm not going to pick against me. Jags, Duval,
I
obviously. But
told you at
goddamn,
the
you must
beginning.
be
You keep telling me I'm mushing your picks, and I was the person that told you how good I thought the Jags were going to be this year, and you're like, I'm going to pick the Jags to be my team.
I've rode them every goddamn week. Every goddamn week I've rode them. I picked them over the Chiefs,
Dumb.
and they won.
I know.
Although this will be a closer game because that Texans D is probably going to eat Trevor. But
yeah, but
yes,
Jacoby Myers is a game changer, and Davis Mills is tall.
Davis Mills, that sounds like the name of somebody who owns a construction site that beats his wife. I don't know.
Wow.
Did you guys see the updated photo for Davis Mills this week?
No, do we want to see it?
Yeah, hang on.
Daddy Long.
Yeah, that's him.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh, that
Holy
was
shit.
good. Oh, hate to see it, but I mean, you're not wrong.
That's who Joe
Hang on.
picked.
Yeah, hang on. Just 1 second. Is this not to make fun of people, but I gotta share my screen again. Is this an ostrich or a person? Oh, anyway.
Oh dear God.
No, it's David Mills.
Oh dear God.
Oh god.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
that thing just laid an egg. Just kidding.
he did.
Out of his neck.
All right. Well, moving on. We got our afternoon slate. 3:05 Arizona at Seattle.
Arizona at Seattle. Man, once again, similar to the Saints. If they had Kurt Warner at quarterback, if this was 2008, it would still be a good game because Matt Hasselbeck and Sean Alexander would be on the Seahawks. All that being said, Sam Darnold is he might be top 3 in MVP candidates, at least Jack's list for sure. Mine too. Yeah, the Seahawks. Go Seahawks.
Roll Seahawks, yeah. They just came off of a very sound win against the Washington Commanders. Washington's defense has clearly been in shambles and has clearly been the weak part of their team so far this year. And Arizona, I can't buy into that team. I can't buy into Kyler. I think he's going to end up being a bust. So give me the Seattle Seahawks.
But can you buy
Jacoby?
into Jacoby? Yeah.
Yeah,
Jacoby
just
looked pretty
saying.
good.
Do you want to change your pick?
Jacoby Brissett? Yeah, no,
Jacoby.
I don't. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Diced up that elite-ass Cowboys defense.
I know, he just tore him up.
Yeah, Seahawks all the way. Dear God, let K9 run the fucking ball.
Oh.
I need it. Jesus. But that being said, obviously, Seahawks, that's not even a goddamn question.
No, it's not. All right. And then Joe's LA Rams, who I somehow are playing 2 games again this week. They will be in San Francisco, the first one.
This is
325.
tough for me. This is one of the toughest games. This is probably the game that Romo and Nance are doing.
Probably.
Like, Mac Jones has looked so good. I think Brock Purdy's out, I would assume.
And so, yeah.
But LA, man. LA is going to the NFC Championship game at a minimum. And
Yeah.
on their way there, they're going to win this game. Give me
Yeah,
LA.
no, right now, I hate that I'm admitting it, but they are playing very good football. The team that obviously beat us in a very questionable way last year in the regular season, and then obviously just laid the hurt on us in the playoffs. I trust Matthew Stafford to Puka Nacua connection more than I trust Mac Jones, despite how well he's been playing. But I got to ride with the Rams while they're healthy. I shouldn't say while they're healthy, but with them being healthy, I don't think there's a lot of teams that can beat them right now.
Sean McVay cannot
Do it.
beat Shanahan.
Do it, please.
They
Please.
lost to him earlier this year. They have the healthy best running back in the league back in Chris McCaffrey. Yes,
Do
that
it.
Devontae Stafford connection is phenomenal in the red zone.
Do
Their
it.
defense is stepping up. Give me the fucking Niners.
Yes. We're going to kill him this week.
Look up Sean McVay's record against Kyle Shanahan quick. See what that is.
Yeah,
Joe, we
fair.
have a schedule to stick to.
They beat him without Kittle last time. Now they got Kittle back.
Yeah,
Ricky
they did.
Parcell back.
And then only other 325 game, Detroit at Washington.
I might trust Jaden Daniels' reverse elbow more than Marcus Mariota at quarterback. So I got to go Lions. Although they did lose last week. I don't know if anybody knew that.
Fuck yeah, they
Nobody
did.
heard.
Bitch ass kitty cats. I still.
Do you guys see the? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I remember watching that game and looking over at you, Joe, and being like, it was like in the fourth quarter, and I think they had just kicked their field goal to make it a 7-point game. I remember looking over at you and being like, we have a blocked field goal and a fumble recovery, and we're only up by 7 points right now.
Yep. I remember that.
I thought we were
Like-
losing it. I really did.
I did too. I'm not gonna lie, I thought we did too. This is another game. I don't think much needs to be said. This Washington defense has looked ass this year, and if Jaden Daniels is not playing, Marcus Mariota, I will disagree a little bit with you, Joe. I don't think he's looked terrible. He doesn't play well against pretty good teams, so I will take Detroit over Washington in this one as well.
Yeah, bounce
Do
back
it, Joey.
game.
Do it.
Detroit.
Dang it. Sunday Night Football. We got the Pittsburgh.
Hang on, did you guys see Matt Stafford's updated photo?
Oh, good God. Is it John Cena or is it Johnny Sins?
No, it's those big bold whiteys.
You come up with this shit.
I don't know.
Let me ask you a real question. How much free time do you have on your hands at work?
Yeah, it just took me about 2 minutes.
Oh my God. Pittsburgh Steelers in LA taking on the Chargers, Joe, not the Rams, for Sunday Night Football. Who you guys got?
Man. Joe, did you guys hear that Joe Alt's going to have season-ending surgery? But they just traded for who did the Chargers just trade for? That old lineman.
Forget the name, but I know what you're talking about. Not Joe Alt.
The guy from the Saints. You know, that one guy. Anyway.
Yeah.
That being said,
no,
I think the Chargers.
Penning.
What's his name?
Trevor Penning.
Trevor Penning. There you go. Yep. I think the Chargers are all in this year, like legit, and they kind of should be. And I think the Steelers. We were talking about this before we went live on the podcast. I think last week, what was it? They won 27-20 against the Colts, but there were 6 turnovers, so they almost let the Colts back in that game.
Yeah, I mean, multiple times.
They don't really have an identity. I mean, other than like defense that's spotty, right? So I know the Chargers don't have a great run game. I know that inserting a new offensive lineman probably is going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm still going to go Chargers.
Yeah, I like Justin Herbert. Excuse me. I like Justin Herbert. I actually remember reading an article today that said part of the reasoning for some of that Pittsburgh Steelers defense, Jalen Ramsey is actually playing safety for them. Their defensive backs and their safeties are so banged up that Jalen Ramsey the last 2, maybe 3 weeks has been playing safety for them. He hasn't been looking bad playing safety, but with him at safety, those defensive backs are not good. And it's in LA, so I like the Chargers to take this Sunday Night Football and keep their lead on Kansas City. Right now, if playoffs started after week 9, Kansas City wouldn't even make the playoffs, and Denver and LA, the Chargers both would. And that makes me very happy.
This is a tough game. Very tough game. They have a terrible record without Joe Alt. TJ Watt found something last week. Their offense still not great. Herbert's good. Throw some dumb interceptions sometimes. Everything in my being wants to roll with Pittsburgh here. I have to go Chargers, though. I have to go Bolts.
I really
50-50, but I've already picked too much against you guys, so I got to go Chargers here.
He's had this over-the-top just swagger tonight that I'm just like, you better pick all these teams and just get fucked.
My heart wants to pick, and my mind kind of wants to pick the Steelers, but I can't go against you guys that many times. I have to go Bolts here.
Well, you can.
It's strategic.
Oh,
it's strategic. It's strategic because I'm not confident in the other two.
Strategery?
Is that even a word?
But for the record, if Steelers hit, just know I was thinking about doing it.
Yeah, no, we'll clip this if they do. And then Monday Night Football, Philadelphia in Green Bay. 2 mean green teams. Who do you guys got?
If I didn't have any more reasons to hate the Packers than I already do, they got me out of my fucking eliminator pool last week because I chose them against.
I remember you telling me that.
Fucking Panthers. I was very pissed off about that.
Yeah.
We were obviously watching the Vikings game, but on the TV at the bar, we had one guy watching Red Zone, and he's like, "Oh,
right.
Panthers just beat Green Bay," and then he would also call out plays in the Vikes game before we saw them. So that was super cool.
Yeah,
everyone loved that. All that being said, God, I hate the Packers, and I also hate the Eagles, but I hate the Packers so much more. And I also think the Eagles are going to win regardless because Packers are so inconsistent. They are so inconsistent.
Wildly inconsistent.
Although I'm starting Jordan Love this week in fantasy, so
Don't do it. I've done it for the past 3 weeks. Don't do it.
I have to.
It's not worth it. He's
Who are
so
your
bad.
other options?
Not a lot of people. Legit. Tyler Shook.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Hang on.
The next person
Hang
you're
on.
about to say, start him.
Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac Jones.
Yes.
I would start Mac Jones over Jordan Love, probably.
Daddy Longneck.
Yes, Daddy
Dear God,
Long
no.
Neck.
You're fucked no.
So, sorry, did you say Philadelphia over Green Bay?
Yes.
You did. Yeah, I honestly, you couldn't have said it better. This is another one of those few games that I would love to see both of these teams lose. And I think this will be a good game for Lions fans, Vikings fans, and Bears fans to show that Green Bay isn't the team everybody thought they were. I got the Eagles coming away with this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. Eagles, it's Packers, just their offense is just so inconsistent, not good. And now they lost their best offensive player besides Josh Jacobs and Tucker Kraft. So, I mean, Christian Watson comes back, he sucks.
Sucks.
Give me the fucking Eagles. As disgusting as both those teams are.
Do you guys remember Christian Watson's first ever drop?
Yeah, against the Vikings where he had a touchdown.
Had a clear touchdown. Beautiful A-Rod throw. That was actually the first year we had Kirk too, I think.
That was when people were saying that he has a higher ceiling than Jefferson, I think.
Oh my God, that's
absurd.
right.
Absurd.
That is absurd. All right, well, that is what we have for week 10. Now, before we go, Senior Joey, change one of Joe's picks that cannot be the Buffalo-Miami game. So, as they say,
Been staring at this the whole day. I know exactly what I'm doing. And I want to give him Jaden Daniels reversed elbow. Give him the commies.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels reversed elbow.
So I will say, before we go, I will say you two have been notorious for giving each other wins when you change theirs. So I will be interested to see how
you
this
tell
one
me the
finally
Lions are
plays
going to
out.
lose back-to-back weeks,
No.
then if the Lions lose back-to-back weeks, he deserves it.
No.
That's fair.
No.
That is fair. All right.
Oh,
well,
that
yeah,
sucks.
that's our 14-game slate that we got for the week. Any last words, fellas?
See you in
Steelers
Jamaica, man.
Steelers money line. It'll be a fun week. I will leave it with a bold statement. I think if we beat Baltimore this week, I think we'll win the NFC. We'll end up winning the NFC North and making the playoffs. If we can go into, we're the only team in the NFC North right now that's undefeated. We're 2-0, but if we can beat Detroit in Detroit and beat the Baltimore Ravens with a healthy Lamar in Minnesota, there is no reason we can't win our last 4 division games: Washington, Dallas, and the Giants, and head into the playoffs.
Darnold's going to tear our team up.
Yeah, that's going to be
It's
the
a
biggest
for
issue.
sure loss.
I don't know about
beat
that. KOC made that man. KOC made that man. I'm not saying that we can't lose that game to the Seahawks. I'm just saying KOC will know how to game plan for what he's made him into. I don't know.
He won't know how to red zone.
Random hot take. I think Kyle Shanahan made that man. Just saying.
Darnold was seeing ghosts for a year in Carolina and a couple years in the Jets after Shanahan.
And then no,
it was Jets, Carolina, 49ers.
49ers. Maybe beyond something. Fall don't lie, I guess.
Never know.
We will. We won't. We won't.
Don't lie.
That's just how the money goes.
It does not.
Well, all right, fellas. It's been a fun one. Godspeed. And Joey, you're going down this week.
Yeah, right. We'll see.
Till next time, Minny. Tops.